friends, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Brandy of Simply Potter, and today I'm going to be taking you on another tour of my bookshelves. And I say another because I just cleaned this, I dusted it, I rearranged a little bit of it, and I shared it on my Instagram stories, and people were asking for a bookshelf tour, and I figured if you're here for it, I'm here for it. So let's take a look at my shelves. Alright y'all, so the first two shelves I have here are actually full of books. So they are a bunch of Harry Potter books. The first one here has the complete Harry Potter series and hardback, also my sorting hat that I wore for a sorting hat bound that I do. I have a Hogwarts history that I crafted myself, and just a whole slew of books stacked up here that I really enjoy. My favorite item on the shelf is definitely this book here. So this book is actually full of all the autographs that I have from various events that I've been to, and most importantly, it has Ivana Lynch's autograph on the Luna Lionhead page because I met her wearing that. So yeah, that is my favorite item from this shelf. Let's now pop over to this shelf. So I have my Harry Potter books in a bunch of different editions and languages of the different countries that I visit. I like looking at them because it reminds me of all of the different places that I've been, and they are housed in between two of my favorite bookends. My favorite thing on this shelf is probably the Harry Potter books in German. I think the German edition of the books are stunning. They're easily my favorites. Now let's pop down to the shelf here. This is what I like to call my Hagrid / Magical Beast shelf. It's full of goodies that are reminiscent of Hagrid and Newt, with just a couple beasts mixed in. So the shelf has so many creaturey goodies. As you can see, I have a Thestral and a lot of Bowtruckles sitting on top of a Newt case that I actually crafted. It was one of my very first DIY crafts. And then I also have another Bowtruckle hiding behind a Niffler, my running press books, Newt case here. So if I had to pick a favorite item for my Magical Beast shelf, it's really tough because it's between two items. So the first is this sticker that this lady was handing out at the Hagrid opening, and it's so simple, and it just reminds me of being at the opening. And yes, we were in line before 2 a.m. to ride Hagrid. We were the first people in line. It was so much fun. The next item that I can't decide between is my little baby Niffler. It's so cute. I got it when I was solo traveling in London, and it became my little companion through the UK as I took that trip. Little Nellie. Nellie the Niffler holds some fond memories with me. So those two are my favorite items from my Magical Creatures shelf. Moving on to my Honeydukes Shelf. So this is my weird shelf where I've kept all of these boxes of candy, and a lot of these are actually unopened and not eaten. I don't know why they're that way, but they are. These mostly came from Universal. I also have my little pumpkin patch here in front of my Honeydukes Easter basket that I got for Easter one year. And it's really hard to pick a favorite for this shelf too, but if I had to pick, I'd probably pick my Honeydukes Easter basket because I love having the facade of Honeydukes in a little box in the Honeydukes shelf. It's really cute. Yeah, that would be my favorite. So we've moved down to two of my favorite shelves here. These are my Luna shelves. I have two of them because Luna is my favorite character and I collect things of hers. So let's take a little bit closer look at these shelves. The first one I have is full of Pygmy Puffs and Spectre Specs. I have loads of Spectre Specs. Most recently, I received this small Luna Spectre Specs pin from Danielle, always Potter Mom. She's so sweet. Then I have a few other little Luna pieces over here in the corner. I just love the shelf. It makes me so happy, as well as this one. So this one has a bunch of Luna figures here in the corner. Another recent addition to the shelf would be this cute little itty bitty, I think is what they call them, that Shauna Weasley gave me. So precious. It all makes me so happy. I also have all of my Luna Funko figures lined up here with some other little miscellaneous Luna items like stickers. This shelf makes me so happy. So let me pick my two favorite items. It's gonna be really hard from these shelves. I think for this one, this shelf, the Luna prayer candle is my favorite item from that one. It's just so funny. I got it as a gift for like Christmas or something one year, and I've never seen anything like it. Cracks me up. It's brilliant. The person who made that on Etsy is just hilarious. I'll throw a link to their shop in the description below. They make tons of fandom prayer candles. But this shelf, I think it's going to be this Luna figure right here. So earlier I mentioned my solo trip through London. I was overseas for about 5 to 6 weeks. When I got back, my boyfriend Josh was waiting at the international arrivals gate at the airport with this, and it's just so cute. I love things that are tied to specific memories. All right, let's hop down to the next few shelves below. So these shelves down here are definitely the ones y'all see the most. They're in the background of my videos because this is where I sit and I film. So this is my Weasley Shelf. We have things from their shop. We have a howler, skiving snack box, my ducks, and a bunch of other Weasley products and candies, and my postcard signed by Mina Lima, who brilliantly did all the packaging for the Weasley Shelf. My favorite item from the Weasley Shelf is easily this duck. So this was gifted to me by the real life Arthur Molly Weasley. They are amazing people. They gifted me this duck at an event one year because it's a little adventure duck. It was so sweet. It made me so happy, and it still does when I see it here on my shelves. The next shelf over here is my vintage figure shelf. I love old vintage Harry Potter merch. These are the figures that I've collected from various things like thrift stores, comic book stores, Craigslist, different things among my travels, and I love seeing them displayed all together. So my favorite item from my figure shelf is definitely this Hermione Secret Box. This is a Hallmark secret box that was made a while ago. It has this little pull out here, and then we have Hermione in her original self, like how she was meant to look before Emma Watson was cast as her, and I think it's really cool. So let's put Hermione back where she goes and check out the next shelf. So down here, this is what I like to call my artifact shelf. So we have a bunch of coins, we have the time turner, a slew of different wands here, some of them which are relics themselves. We have the Sword of Gryffindor, we have Deathly Hallows, and the locket. Out of all of these items, my favorite is either this Rita Skeeter quill, because I'm getting ready to do a cosplay of her. I'm so excited to get this in one of the Wizarding trunk boxes, or this coaster from the Lockhart, which is a bar in Toronto which has total Harry Potter vibes. It's amazing. So I saved this to remind me of that trip. Now the next shelf I have is my back to school shelf. This shelf is full of things from Harry's journey back to school. So we have Gringotts, we have a ticket from London to Hogwarts, a wand, a quill, we have glasses, this letter, a trunk, an owl. If I had to choose a favorite item from the shelf, I would have to choose this wand. This wand is gorgeous. It was made by Windermere Wands, and it's just stunning work. I highly recommend checking them out over on Instagram or Facebook. Hopping down to the shelf down here, this is simply just my Funko shelf. It's where I've stored all of the Funkos that I've collected over the years. I have quite a random array of Funkos here in the shelf. I have no rhyme or reason why I've gotten them. Some of them have been gifts. Some of them I've won at contests. But if I had to pick a favorite, it would definitely be the Luna lion head, which I'm not going to remove because I'm horrified that I'm going to just cause an avalanche of Funko Pops to go. But moving on to the shelf down here, this is my wand shelf. I mostly just store my wands in the boxes on this shelf because I'm weird and I do that. And I have like a section of Ravenclaw goodies in the corner, so ties from the celebration of Harry Potter, picture of me at the platform 9 3/4, which coincidentally is my favorite item on the shelf because, again, it's a trip memory. It's my very first time over to London, first time visiting platform 9 3/4. Alright, so these are the last 3 shelves that I have to show you today. The top one is a work in progress. This is my chocolate frog shelf. I have a bunch of different chocolate frog card things that I've collected throughout my travels. And in the corner here, I have a little vintage Harry Potter setup that a dear friend sent me. If I had to pick a favorite item on this shelf, it would probably be these custom chocolate frog cards. So the first one here is chocolate frog card of me. How sweet is that? My friend Lex over at Lex Potter made this chocolate frog card. And then this one is another one of my favorites. This is my friend Vanessa. She passed last year and a lady named Angie made these and sent them out to her friends, and it was just the sweetest thing of her to do, and seeing it reminds me of just how much my Harry Potter friends mean to me. And the next shelf I have down here is my potion shelf. So there are a couple things on here that aren't potions. We have a monster book hiding in the corner with a monster book print behind it, but when we slide over, I have this whole lot of different Harry Potter potions. These mostly came from the wizarding trunk. Now, my favorite item from this shelf is not one of my potions, but this necklace. So this actually came from the wizarding trunk. It is Mad Eye's eye, and it's blown glass. Like, it's so cool. I cannot wait to do a Mad Eye outfit and wear this. So that is my favorite item from my potions shelf. And this last shelf down here is another vintage merch shelf. This one I call my Hogwash shelf because I have this replica of Hogwarts here. This is a old Polly Pocket Hogwarts, and then I have a bunch of Harry Potter ornaments and some Harry Potter Secret Boxes. Now my favorite item on this shelf is easily this Hogwarts castle. This is so hard to find. If you're a collector, you know that this thing's insane. So I see these frequently online for like close to $100 on resale. I found 2 of these in my thrifting journey. This one I found at a garage sale in a random small town in Iowa for $5. It's one of my most prized thrift finds. That is my favorite item from the Hogwarts shelf, and that will conclude my bookshelf tour. I hope that you've enjoyed this tour. If there are any items here that you want to know more about, because I didn't go into detail about everything, then drop a comment and let me know. I will try my best to let you know where these things came from if I can remember. And if you like this video, be sure to give it a big ol' thumbs up and comment below what your favorite shelf was. If you're not subscribed already, be sure to hit that button to come along on future Harry Potter adventures. And until next time, stay magical, my friends.